Have you ever tried to observe yourself, your wife, the tree across the road, and that animal that goes by, without the word? Have you ever tried to look at a tree without naming it, without bringing all the past pictures about a tree, just to observe the tree without the word, which is thought, to look at it? Have you ever done it? No, of course not. Have you ever looked at your wife or your husband or your limited politician? Have you ever looked at them, your wife or husband, so on, without the word, without the picture, without the symbol? Will you look at the speaker without the word? Will you? Without all the rubbish, or all that reputation, or other, which is loathsome anyhow, look at it. Without the image that you built about him. Can you do it? It perhaps will be easier to look at the speaker that way, because he doesn't know you and you don't know him. So perhaps it's easier. But to look at your wife, at your husband, at the tree, at the animal, without the picture, the image, the word. Which is not identification with the tree. Of course, obviously, if you identify yourself with the tree, you are the tree. Right? Are you following all this? Am I talking to myself? So first, to be aware whether you can see, observe, look, without a single word, the picture. Because then you will awaken your sensitiveness. We are not sensitive. We have accepted. We are not sensitive to the dirt, to the squalor, to the misery, to poverty. We just accept it. This poverty of this country can never be solved, is not ever going to be solved unless you drop your nationalism completely. Well, it will be solved only when you have understood the global relationship of man to man. Then there will be no frontiers. But that you're probably not interested in it. So, we are saying that the first essential quality in the investigation of, in the inquiry if there is another instrument, the first thing is one has to be extraordinarily sensitive. That is, all religions have said suppress your senses. Right? Suppress your feelings, your everything, suppress it. So that we have gradually lost the sensitivity of senses. The speaker is saying quite the contrary. We live by senses. And if perhaps some have developed a particular sense, but the speaker is saying to awaken all your senses to their highest degree. So that you look at the world with all your senses. You understand what I'm talking about? To look at the world with that immense feeling, when all the senses are fully awakened. And that there's great, extraordinary sense of energy, beauty. So that in the investigation of another instrument, we see the first thing is that the man who has become dull through repetition, through tradition, through the oppression of the environment is not merely nature. The environment is the politician, the guru, all that's going on around you. And we are oppressed by all that. And so we have gradually lost all sensitivity, all energy to create. And we are using that word create, not creating a picture, a poem, literary works, but we are talking of creation in the sense bringing about something totally new. And to have that capacity, that drive, that beauty, you must have great sensitivity. And you cannot have great sensitivity if every sense is not fully functioning, fully aware.